a personality that a lot of people maybe might say he's misunderstood a bit. What was your takeaway from him?
I love the guy. Very, very nice guy. Helped me a lot when I came there, and just kind of showed me, helped me out with whatever we needed off the ice and on the ice. So we spend a lot of time together, and it's obviously a great group of guys over there that like I said before, I had a lot of fun with those guys, and very thankful for the way they treated me and took care of me.
That's a key to a bounce back performance for you guys here tonight.
Yeah, just play the right way, be connected, just make sure we're doing our jobs and helping each other when possible, and try to play in their end a little more than in our end.
What got away last game? Was it their speed?
I think the first 15 minutes of the game, we probably our best we've played in a long time. But obviously, then they scored 2 quick goals, and they sort of got some mojo, and we didn't handle that as well. But I think they play a very structured game and very high pace, and they're going to get pucks out of their zone as quick as possible, and then when they get into our end, they're sort of go low to high shot and try to win battles. And obviously we weren't good enough in defending that area of the game.
Canucks flying in today because of the weather in Raleigh. Have you ever had to do that in the regular season?
Yeah, it happened last year, and when I was in Dallas. So I don't know where we were, but ended up flying day of to Colorado to play. We played really well. So I think sometimes it's just you show up and don't think, and you're playing. But obviously it's not ideal to travel the day of the game, especially everyone has their routines and everything, so that can throw that for a loop.
On that note, in your experience, harder to go west to east to play or east to west, coast to coast?
Personally, I think going west to east, just because the time's different for me. So you get in, you lose a lot of time when you get in, and tougher to get to sleep sometimes that night, just because 3-hour time change from Vancouver to wherever they're going, wherever they started the trip. I don't know, and so you lose half that day, and then you got to get to bed pretty early, and you're not used to going to bed at 6 o'clock at night your time.
When you think back to your time as a Canuck, what's the first thing that kind of pops to mind?
I think just all the relationships I built and friends I have within the organization and the city. So it's there for a decade, and we build a lot of strong bonds, and it's a great organization, great city, great place to live. So overall it was an amazing experience for me.
How early did you see that Quinn would be captain material, be it real?
Yeah, I saw, I think the first time we skated how good he was, right? So and then he's sort of grown into that leadership role over the last few years. I think just being more vocal and taking on more, and you knew that was going to come at some point, right? So just how good of a player is, how good of a person he is, and how much he cares about winning. So those are usually the keys to being a captain, right? So it's usually one of your best players and someone who gives it their all every night and wants to win, and sort of isn't afraid to take charge in the room.
What stands out to you about Pettersson?
Yeah, all those guys are great players. So Petey's extremely skilled and dynamic player, very crafty. So we'll have to watch him tonight. I believe he played yesterday, his first game back. So he'll give them a big boost for sure.
Kris Versteeg and Francois Beauchemin to Los Angeles Kings, possible deal with Toronto Maple Leafs. In an interesting twist in the NHL trade market, new rumors are emerging about Kris Versteeg and Francois Beauchemin potentially being traded to the Los Angeles Kings. Sources indicate that the Kings, who have been one of the most active teams in recent weeks, are evaluating the possibility of bolstering their defense with Beauchemin, while Versteeg, who brings strong offensive capabilities, could be a key piece in a larger trade. This move becomes even more intriguing considering the Kings' surplus of offensive pieces available for trade, exactly what the Toronto Maple Leafs are looking for to strengthen their roster. It's speculated that with Versteeg included in the deal, the Leafs could be targeting a possible addition like Wayne Simmonds, along with a mid-range draft pick. This move makes sense given Simmonds' struggles this season, as he has yet to find his top form on the ice. To add more drama to the trade talk, there are even whispers that veteran defenseman Tomas Kaberle could be included, opening the door for a potential pursuit of Brayden Schenn. If completed, this move could have a significant impact on reshaping the Leafs lines and adding more depth to the team. Stay tuned for updates to see if these trades come to fruition and how they might shape the future of Toronto and Los Angeles this season. In an interesting twist in the NHL trade market, new rumors are emerging about Kris Versteeg and Francois Beauchemin potentially being traded to the Los Angeles Kings. Sources indicate that the Kings, who have been one of the most active teams in recent weeks, are evaluating the possibility of bolstering their defense with Beauchemin, while Versteeg, who brings strong offensive capabilities, could be a key piece in a larger trade. This move becomes even more intriguing considering the Kings' surplus of offensive pieces available for trade, exactly what the Toronto Maple Leafs are looking for to strengthen their roster. It's speculated that with Versteeg included in the deal, the Leafs could be targeting a possible addition like Wayne Simmonds, along with a mid-range draft pick. This move makes sense given Simmonds' struggles this season, as he has yet to find his top form on the ice. To add more drama to the trade talk, there are even whispers that veteran defenseman Tomas Kaberle could be included, opening the door for a potential pursuit of Brayden Schenn. If completed, this move could have a significant impact on reshaping the Leafs lines and adding more depth to the team. The Kings' situation is complex, as they are in the midst of a transitional period. Their aging roster, which includes a core group that led them to several successful playoff campaigns in the past, has seen some struggles in recent seasons. While there's a clear need for defensive help, Los Angeles may also want to improve their offensive consistency in order to make a deep playoff push. The combination of Beauchemin's defensive reliability and Versteeg's offensive upside could help the Kings balance their lineup. From the Leafs' perspective, this potential deal is about retooling for the future. The team is in a position to compete, but they also need to solidify certain areas on the ice. Adding a player like Wayne Simmonds could provide the grit and scoring touch that the team has been missing. Furthermore, acquiring a mid-range draft pick could help with future team-building efforts, as Toronto looks to remain competitive while still developing young talent. The inclusion of Kaberle in the trade package could be a strategic move for both teams. The veteran defenseman, who has been with the Leafs for a long time, has seen his role diminished in recent seasons. However, his experience and offensive abilities could be a valuable asset for Los Angeles, who could use a steady presence on the blue line to help their younger players develop. The talk surrounding Brayden Schenn's potential involvement in the deal adds an intriguing layer to the negotiations. Schenn, a versatile forward, has shown flashes of brilliance but has been inconsistent at times. If the Leafs are able to land him, it could be a great opportunity for both the player and the team to find success together. Schenn's physicality, two-way game, and leadership could be exactly what the Leafs need to bolster their forward group. While the trade market can be volatile and unpredictable, these rumors suggest that both the Kings and Leafs are preparing for significant changes. For Toronto, this could mark the beginning of a new era, with a focus on adding more experience and depth. For Los Angeles, the trade could be a chance to retool and address some of the weaknesses in their lineup, while still competing for a playoff spot this season. Of course, as with any trade rumors, it's important to remember that these discussions are fluid and can evolve quickly.